to losing to Galleon in winners quarters. He has since beaten Gray, Fuyo, and D-Money, only dropping 2 games the entire way through.
So who beat Tasabu in losers?
Skyward Hero.
Wow. So Tasabu out at 7th place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would not have expected that. Thank
No,
you.
not at all. That is a massive upset. And Tasabu, not even starting in losers. No one that started in losers has. Yeah, everyone who has started in losers has since been eliminated. So no, we don't got any.
Except for CRB.
No, CRB did not start in losers. He was.
Oh, you meant like out of final bracket.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, I was thinking the same thing. Before we get into this winners finals here, we just want to give a quick shout out to the event sponsor, Okizeme Coffee Company, who has a couple of blends for us here. The first one being the Dark Roast, a smooth Guatemalan blend with powerful chocolate notes. Whether cold brew, French press, or drip, this bean tastes great even without sugar, making it a healthy way to avoid overpaying at the coffee shop. And if you're looking for something a little bit lighter, we have the Colombian blend. It's a light roast that's perfect for a pour-over. The citrus and plum notes will definitely improve your wake-up options. So improve your morning routine, your wake-up options with Okizeme Coffee. We've got a couple of them here. Got some great FGC-themed coffee icons on the front. So if you're just looking for something new, if you're still looking to keep up that morning routine with like a good cup of coffee, maybe get something a little more FGC-oriented.
Yeah, and if you're watching gamers, drink like a gamer. Coffee.
just in case it wasn't clear.
Yeah, sorry. I'm thinking about later.
Yeah, we're going to be kicking it over to winners final. It's going to be Candle versus Galleon, which, as I was talking about when Galleon was on the mic here, if there's anyone that's going to give Candle a run for their money this weekend, I think it's going to be Galleon.
And one of these 2 competitors is going to be the recipient of these fantastic octopus plushies.
Actually, they're both guaranteed to get one because they're guaranteed top 3.
Did I not say that? Sorry. I meant to say that both of these players, of the remaining 4 players, one of them will not be given a plushie, which sucks. But they're still getting cash, so who cares?
Yeah. The only thing more important than a plushie is money.
Yeah. Man, I wanted a plushie. Who cares about the cash?
Said no one ever.
Yeah, dude.
But Ruby D, again, shouts to her for making these, crocheting them with so much love and attention to detail. Definitely a unique trophy for the top 3 here to take home. But both these guys in winners finals they're not looking for anything less than first place.
Oh no, absolutely not. Galleon looking to take that second place from last year and turn it into a first place this year. But Candle, very powerful opponent indeed, trying to get back to the grand finals after taking a break from Wisconsin Summit 2 and was in grand finals of Wisconsin Summit 1. So they are all the way back to where they came from in Wisconsin and going to see that Kazuya and the Alf.
Couldn't ask for a better representation of your scene than Candle. So young, but so mature. Especially, it holds themselves really well. They're very focused on just seeing more of the world and being the best player they can be. Not necessarily worried about what rank they are, but just about having really great experiences. And even coming, to Wisconsin Summit to share the experience and the gameplay that they've developed throughout the world as these guys continue to level up in the scene. And this is, these are the young guns. 2 very, very young players, early 20s, not even, I believe. I don't think Galleon's even 20 yet.
I think Galleon is 20.
Okay, but still, just impressive at how good these guys are at their age. They're going to be kicking it off here in winners finals at Wisconsin Smash Summit 3.
Yeah, and the damage, as always, racks up so quickly against Olimar onto this Kazuya, and 36% from that down B seems like a little bit of a panic option, but I'd be panicking too if this was if these flower beings were being tossed at me as well.
But Galleon just going to get that big opening that he needs, and that is going to be the first stock. Olimar may have strong defense, but he's also extremely light. That up going to take the stock at 80%.
Yeah, that spacesuit is not as strong as a spacesuit of our time, or a real spacesuit. Who knows what that fictional spacesuit is?
Did you know, canonically, Alpha and Olimar are the size of a pea?
Oh,
or like a grape or a strawberry.
Wow, my gosh, that does so much damage. I've been around this game for quite some time. Still surprising that Kazuya Rage Drive does that much damage.
Especially, you do get one Rage Drive per stock, but you're going to be getting a lot of purple down airs per stock if you're playing against Candle. So that's going to even things back up stock count-wise, but a little bit of work left to here for Candle as far as percent's concerned. But if there's anyone that's going to wrap up percent in the blink of an eye, it's absolutely Candle.
Yeah, now I got that double purple. When you see the double purple, you think a shield break, but it certainly isn't being done to Candle. Kazuya, Galleon, taking that second stock, commanding with that forward smash after the shield pop, and Candle does have something to say about it. 92, 110, Rage Drive is back, but your stock is gone. Candle bringing this to a one-stock game.
What an explosive game one we've had so far. Candle has not really been pushed like this throughout the bracket so far. On the cusp of, I believe, losing their first game in the bracket. Galleon just need to find one more confirm. He's hunting for, but Candle just trying to keep this Kazuya at bay.
Yeah, and I see a little bit of panic when Galleon can't get that Pikmin off with a Nair, so just tries to go for an up smash, but Candle sniffs that out and is now hunting this ledge. Galleon has that Rage Drive, but that F-tilt is not going to take the stock. We're still in a first game situation. Goes for that down air. That's been so good to him the entire weekend, but that back air, really great in the moment, taking that first game for Galleon. Takes the headphones off, puts the headphones back on. Give me that water. I am tired after just one game.
He's John as fuck.
He's hydrated. I need a drink after this.
I thought that going off and committing to that down air off stage was going to be the end of the game in favor of Candle. But Galleon making it back on, just immediately jumping and responding with that back air. Again, I believe that is the first game taking on Candle at all this weekend. So curious to see how Candle makes the adjustments. I imagine the defense is going to really tighten up.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And those panic options from Galleon might disappear as the confidence starts to come back, because I feel like Galleon going up against an opponent as strong as Candle might be very nervous, and you might see some panic options in that first game, but taking that first game is super, super good for the mental, and these combos not starting with those crouch cancels, and Candle is going to continue to keep that defense up, as you were saying.
I think Candle's going to really prioritize getting that purple lineup that they're so known for. The wacky little edge guard there. I don't think Galleon was looking to use the side B there. But regardless, having those purples in hand makes it so much harder for Galleon to approach. And we finally see that double purple lineup that wasn't around too much in that game one. And you're seeing how much that matters for Candle's offense.
Yeah, the last time Candle had two purple Pikmin out, they got their shield broken. And now this time, Lakers are here, and they are looking to take lives.
Luka on deck, LeBron off stage. He's kind of playing half the games at this point. But as long as you got Luka, you got a chance, and at least you got a chance with that back air. So Candle, again, tightening things up in this game too, and up 3 stocks to 1.
Yeah, and now that Pikmin is on to Kazuya. Now, well, I mean, gone now. Little Nair for that blue did not get attached. So with that up smash, not quite taking the stock. The big hit did not connect, but still Galleon trying to get back to the stage and take the stock from Candle. Unable to do so. The defense of Candle is so strong.
Has a kind of a weird lineup here. Had the white, yellow, and the purple, but just down to 2 here. Double purple back once again. Well, that up smash going to come through from Galleon just to reset that lineup, but still down 2 stocks to 1 here. Candle immediately getting back to work and getting that grab and just putting Galleon at the ledge.
Yeah, that SD really puts you at a terrible spot. Now 30, now 95, over 100% onto Galleon. Has not touched Candle's second stock. Yeah, that defense has really come into play. Like where we were saying Lakers, but this feels more like Timberwolves. This is tough to get through.
Double purple back again, and that back air going to clean up that game 2 for Candle. So clean. Again, the double purple lineup made all the difference in terms of Galleon just being unable to get those combo starters.
Yeah, and Candle feeling about as chill as Josh was chilling in that chair back there in that shot.
Shoutouts to Josh, Magic 4 FGC.
Shoutouts to both Joshes. Lizardman in our ears and Josh holding down the venue. Magic 4 FGC, no one does it better.
Yeah, big thanks to them also just for allowing us to use the Magic 4 FGC Gaming Hub here in downtown Milwaukee throughout the weekend for Summit. It makes it so, it is the home of Milwaukee Smash, so it just feels right to have it here.
Yeah, there was no other place that I would like to partner with, and have their name attached to this event than Magic for FGC. But these two names of Candle and Galleon looking to fight it out on Final Destination. Clearly Candle knowing something that I don't, because I thought it was a big no-no to take Kazuya to FD.
I think it makes sense for at least for Galleon to go here, but as far as Candle's concerned, if they can just dominate that ground area with the double purples, it makes it really difficult for Galleon to get anything going regardless of platforms or not. So this is one of those where if Galleon doesn't have those platforms to get any movement on, can't really escape Candle's onslaught, but if Galleon can get those hits, they can get big combos, and so far, Galleon hasn't been able to.
No, it's been all Candle, and the up B cancel is what I noticed might be the difference and might what make FD okay, but not okay is Candle getting hit with that combo and that up smash to finish it. And we got never mind, Rage Drive is totally fine. Candle's fine. Just racking up the damage like it's nothing. Olimar does that in an instant, but Kazuya in an instant can bring this back to even. Double dash back with no intentions except bad ones. Galleon is still kind of holding it down.
Gonna hold that up throw from the blue there, and that purple gonna close it out. A bit of an awkward lineup for Candle, but makes it work without the double purple. And that's pretty much the opening you needed to make the most of if you're Galleon, because now the double purple is back and you're taking a lot of percent for it.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Double purple Pikmin feels very similar to Kazuya, but double purple does not give you Electric Wind God Fist or Rage Drive.
Don't really need it if your opponent can interact with you the way that Candle's bobbing and weaving around Galleon, not giving him any openings to utilize that Rage Drive, but has to toss one of those purples just to get back to the stage, but using the Alf get-up attack to get rid of that Rage Drive.
Perfect trade. I will take that every single time, and I'm sure Candle is feeling fine knowing that single hit doesn't even need a purple, but got one anyway to take the third game off of Galleon.
A little bit risky coming in from Candle right now, interacting here without the double purple. If Galleon gets that one meaningful opening, it could be Candle's stock. There's no platforms to reset on. The backer going to come through just to get that kill spree, extremely fake. But Galleon still has a lot of work left to do, and that trademark purple down air is going to put Candle up 2-1.
Yeah, like Galleon was talking about how he likes his down air. Candle with that purple down air is incredible. You were talking about it. It looms for so long. It lingers on that ledge. It sends at awful angles, and it's so strong.
If you get spiked, you're dead. If you don't get spiked, you're off stage at a horrible angle, and it just resets the scenario. And Candle will take that to the bank day in and day out and reset as many times as it takes to finish it out. But all it took was one downer there to take that third game. And Galleon thinking that this is the best bet that he has to get this to a Game 5, so we are making our way back to FD.
Yeah, not a great start, 61%, and you know what? It works out. We got these guys trading blows early in this game, but all three Pikmin onto Kazuya, and now Candle can get a full lineup reset, double nair. Second one not sending at that downward angle that you would like to see if you're a Kazuya main, but missing that grab, but God, fist into the up smash. Boy, that is a good start for Kazuya.
It felt like a matter of time before Galleon was going to come out positive in those close boxing situations. It feels like Candle is a little too comfortable interacting with Kazuya in that fashion. Was guessing correctly many times, but finally losing out there, but immediately responding and no percentage taken. And then now Candle's starting to get back to work here, but so is Galleon.
Ooh,
no! Using the whistle cancel on the ground. I've never seen that before.
That is the strongest whistle I've seen since Fire Force. I cannot believe that actually got through.
No one's going to get that reference except for me, so I appreciate that.
You know, I know at least one other person is going to get that if you're watching.
Defense
Imran,
buff
that one's
right
for
there.
You. And now we got that double purple, and you cannot be holding your shield, Galleon. That is a terrible situation to be in, but no shield at all is worse because you're now down to your last stock. We're still reeling from that first one, and the second one has yet to. The second one still needs to be taken for Candle. Galleon has no. Oh my gosh, the defense of Candle with those double purple is so hard for Galleon to break through.
And double purple and a blue is everything you can want from Candle, and that's a jab lock forward smash. Thankfully, it was not a purple, so Galleon will live a little bit longer, but not very long at all, as another purple down here is going to clean up winners finals for Candle.
Wow. That is that was a slaughter. That game 3 it was well fought on both ends, and I feel like all of Galleon's fears came true in that matchup. Like he did a good job of not taking hella damage with Pikmin being attached to him, but those offstage situations were just were a puzzle that was unable to be solved.
I think if Galleon is going to have a chance to take a set off of Candle, he needs to figure out how to eliminate Pikmin as they're thrown. Candle makes it extremely difficult to get rid of those purples once they have the lineup they're looking for, but you've got to have an answer as Kazuya to maybe like a landing fair to try to get rid of those purples as they come out, because right now, Galleon is not managing the lineup. So every time that Candle gets the lineup they're looking for, they get to keep it as long as they keep that stock. So it's going to be up to Galleon to try to figure out some counterplay to that lineup management.
I wonder, does laser do anything?
It can do a lot, but like as Kazuya, you don't want to really be stationed where laser is, or like you don't want laser to station you wherever you are, because like at a wrong range, I can just run up and like up smash or fair, or even grab you.
You basically have to be across the whole stage and like down angle it, which like you're not going to leave your Pikmin vulnerable.
Yeah,
in that
and
position.
like it can be a tool for like kind of disrupting me, but like it's not a tool you want to really rely on in neutral.
What would you? I was suggesting like landing fair if you put your Pikmin out to try to get rid of them, because it felt like Galleon was not disrupting your lineup at all.
It's kind of like hard to disrupt Olimar's direct lineup, because like when he's like actually in the lineup, it's like the Pikmin are invulnerable, so it's really hard to like disrupt that period.
I meant like once they've been thrown out.
Oh, once they've been thrown, he can like up air. He can like he can do down tilt.
Okay.
Like the one where I don't know
where he like kind of rolls.
Yeah, he like rolled. I think he can do that. But it's definitely like a struggle for Kazuya to kind of kill the purples if he really wants to. But honestly, as a Kazuya, you should just try to learn to play neutral with like around those rather than trying to deal with it directly.
I think there at least needs to be like some kind of pressure, because you're so good when you get the lineup you're looking for.
Yeah, that's kind of my goal in every match, is just to get the lineup I need and go from there.
How different does the Pikmin lineup change?
It can. You primarily want like one or two purples, and then whatever. Like for Kazuya, a yellow is really good. It gives you extra range on your attacks, or like if you're at high percent, you want a blue, obviously you can threaten the up throw. So usually you want one or two purples, and then whatever, like, and sometimes a white, just to like
throw from across.
Yeah, throw across the stage and like apply, do something at least.
Yeah, and then you also can just pivot grab for range. It feels like, as you've gotten better at that matchup, because that used to be a struggle.
Yeah, I used to. A lot of people don't know this, but I used to be really awful at that.
You were terrible at it, I remember.
I lost to every Kazuya
I feel like once you solved your lineup, like once you got really efficient at getting purples quickly, the matchup seemed to completely flip on its head.
Yeah, you like flat out need purples in that matchup, because it's your only actual way of keeping Kazuya out without having to deal with his buttons. It's your only actual way of like playing the game with him without trying to like die.
Oh no, go ahead.
No, I'm gonna make a joke. So you had two purple Pikmin, and whenever we usually see that, and I see you starting to down smash, I usually think the other person's gonna get their shield popped. So when you got yours,
yeah,
like,
I've never seen you get your shield.
I've never seen you get your shield broken before. Maybe you have, and I just like I don't see it. But when you did, it was so shocking to me.
No,
I
I
didn't
get
even
it.
think that it was you.
Yeah, it's like, man, Kazuya something like, because you don't want to drop your shield against Kazuya, obviously. You either want to take the grab or like take whatever is about to happen to you. But I wasn't really. I could get the Demon God Fist or like the Dragon Fist uppercut or whatever that like does hella shield damage, and I wasn't really expecting that, like him to raw rip it like that. I was expecting him to like either electric or try to grab me. I wasn't really expecting that. That was really good by him. John's gotten a lot better at that matchup, because over the past couple of weeks